am from beyond. Listen, and all you desire will be yours. Welcome to Spider-Dan and the Secret Balls. Prepare for Prattle.
Secret Ball Stories. Welcome to Prattle World. I am your host, the ever-amazing, ever-spectacular Spider-Dan. And in this podcast, I spotlight entertainment's best-kept secrets that a mainstream audience may find boring. And it's Christmas time. So we're doing this. This is going to be released a little bit earlier than the actual podcast, but this is a Patreon exclusive commentary and Andy's first reaction, Angry Andy Review's first reaction to the Star Wars Holiday Special 1978. Are you looking forward to this, Andy?
I don't want to be here.
Well, we've got to finish our trilogy of terrible.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Here we are. Thank you.
Ewoks, we've done Star Crash. We're going to be doing the Turkish Star Wars special at some point.
Yeah.
Turkish Star Wars, rather. Well, I guess it's a quadrilogy of
quadrilogy of mayhem, misery, and distress.
Quadrilogy of quite shite films. But without further ado, this is a commentary, so get your YouTube lined up. It is available on YouTube. I can send people a link if they want. And I've got it in 4K as well, just so we can get that.
4K of shit.
4K. Polish this turd. Just polish this turd. Yes, get your timer set for 000. Have you got your timer set, Andy?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, and we'll press play in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off.
Oh, no.
Obviously a shot from A New Hope.
Yeah. Oh, look, Harrison Ford doesn't want to be there at all.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. To be fair, I don't think Harrison Ford ever wants to be anywhere at any point.
Yeah. Do you reckon he thought this was like going to be really, really serious?
None of the cast wanted to do it. Literally none of them.
No.
The only reason Carrie Fisher said yes, because they gave her the opportunity to sing.
All right.
But also, she was on a lot of drugs. I want you, Andy, when she comes on screen, to watch her and see how drugged up she is.
Yeah.
Like, she freely admits it. She was like, I was on a lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
Here we go. The classic crawl. Here it comes.
Oh, no. Yay.
It looks like a Ken doll.
What is it? What's with his hair then?
He was in that car accident, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, of course he was. Oh, yeah, she's well drunk.
Look at that. Look at those eyes.
Oh, my Lord. It's glazed over, especially like, yes, I'm here. I have cocaine. Bless her. He's drunk as well. R2-D2.
Well, they credit him R2-D2 as R2-D2. They don't credit him as Kenny Baker. And I thought, wow, that's fucking rude. But then I learned that apparently it's the remote control R2-D2.
Yeah.
So if anything, Kenny Baker went to his grave glad that he wasn't in this.
Thank God.
There we go. Some nightmare fuel. His family of Wookiees. B. Arthur of Golden Girls.
Yep.
Of the Honeymooners, Aunt Carney.
Fucking hell. Jefferson Starship. My Lord.
Here we go. Now, a lot of people credit this as the first appearance of Boba Fett, but actually, he appeared in a parade first.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Yeah, it's just a random parade in some random town, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've
Everyone
got it on my notes, and I'll save it for the podcast. But yeah,
everyone was ape shit about it, didn't they? They were like, "Who the fuck are you?" Ah, Kashyyyk.
Oh well, they don't call it Kashyyyk in this. They mispronounce it.
Cat shit.
They call it Kazook.
Oh god.
Here we go. This is how Wookiees live. This is real. This is. I just, you know what I'd love? Like a David Attenborough like narration over this.
Yeah. And now we see a abominable snowman fucking around in his home. What's going on?
Get used to this.
It's like some weird bloody lawnmower.
So,
this is entertaining.
Oh, this goes on for quite a while, so be ready. That gurning, I believe that Itchy is Chewbacca's father. It might be Marla's father.
Chewbacca.
Sure. Yeah, but he's got the most it's like someone's doing a gurn. You know, like old men doing a gurn.
He's had a lot of booze in his time, hasn't he?
Hello.
Yeah, he's been down the pits, and he's been like just getting absolutely rat-assed when he comes out the pits every day. And then he goes home, has another can of Strongbow, and goes straight to bed.
Naughty. Can't have snacks before dinner. This is Life Day after all. Like this.
Okay, now, man.
This is at George Lucas's request. Like, of all the things he requested, was like, it has to be this. It has to be the Wookiees. This was originally the opening to the original Star Wars. Was the idea that a Wookiee was telling the story to his child?
Yeah,
and that's how it unfolded. Yeah, they didn't go with that, luckily. But
I'm glad. Because they never use subtitles for Chewie, do they? So.
Nah.
I mean, they probably really needed to for this because they've got no idea what the fuck is going on.
Well, they bumped up Art Khan.
Is he committing suicide here?
Hope so. Happy Life Day. More like death.
What's he doing?
He thinks he's an Ewok.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, that's a bad bit of compositing. Oh, don't worry, he's probably dead.
I'm just fucking milling him out in his house. I mean, it's a nice house, don't get me wrong. I'm loving the wood carving decor.
Apparently, it was a huge set, like a 3-dimensional set or something.
It's like a house in Malibu or something like that.
Yeah. Apparently, I had to scrap a lot of it towards the end.
Really?
There was 2 directors on it. I'll get more specific in the podcast, obviously, but we're just doing a kind of general commenting as the film goes on. Oh, looking at Chewie.
Oh, there's Chewie. A nice, lovely box photograph display thing.
Don't worry, there's a lot of looking at boxes, especially televisions in this special. A lot of characters watching televisions. It's the same issue we had with the Ewok movie. Just a lot of characters, non-English characters with no subtitles, just knocking about. Doing
nonsense things.
But it's not like a silent film where it's like entertaining or they do something with it, or there's, it's just like, we'll just do this.
And the problem here is like trying to make it sort of like relatable to a family show, aren't they? And I think they
lowest common denominator.
Yeah, they've just completely sort of missed the mark of what Star Wars is really. I think
I'm
struggling to understand the purpose. Really,
Well, the reason was, at the time, obviously, there was no TV. You couldn't rewatch Star Wars at home, VHS.
Yeah, so it was to keep it in sort of the eye, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it was to keep it. It was a marketing gimmick, basically, to keep it in the public eye, keep the interest high. Because it was about 3 years, I think, before Empire, or between Empire and oh, here we go. So this is called the Great Zorback Circus.
It's just a miniature cat. People wearing atrocious outfits, doing flips and spins.
I mean, if we're talking nightmare fuel, Lumpy is absolute nightmare fuel. Looking into those eyes. So
yeah,
this only goes along with that. Oh,
the eyes of death. Does he just vaporize them? Oh no, there they are.
Do you think that's the same desk they use in the Falcon when they're playing chess?
I think it's designed to look like it, isn't it?
Yeah. That was kind of a holographic thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This music is horrible.
Those eyes are horrible.
You can get lost in them in a bad way.
Yeah.
The abyss stares back in Lumpy's eyes. Interesting fact, these performers, a good thing that comes out of this special, these performers would go on to, some of them would go on to form Cirque du Soleil.
Ah, that does not surprise me. It's probably the best thing so far.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better, I'll be honest. There are some sections I think are better than others, but
yeah.
Just goes on and on and on. How many people do you think almost turned off after the first 5-10 minutes?
Oh, loads. Must have been loads.
It was a bit like.
Go on.
I was going to say, it was the history of it is just so reminiscent of the Ewoks thing. It's supposed to be like a TV special.
Yeah.
The advertisers wanted a bit longer, so they had to pad it out. Like, there's so many scenes in this where it feels like it was filmed live.
Yeah.
It really isn't. It feels like pad for time, keep going. But it really is not filmed live. They took the time to make this. There's a lot of issues and problems, but it's just got you think that George Lucas would have learned his lesson from this.
Yeah. The fundamental thing is it doesn't seem to ring as it being what I'd call a holiday special. It can be forgiven for sort of doing things that are sort of out of the canon kind of thing. Like we've had recently with the Simpsons Halloween specials and things. Yeah. Things that don't really track to the normal story. You can be forgiven for doing that. But this, it doesn't seem to, it doesn't showcase anything holiday-ish at the moment. No, this is just some random ramblings of somebody with a deranged sense of grandeur. I'm utterly baffled.
Yeah.
I mean, I said to you before we started recording this, I must have watched this when I was a kid. I don't remember much, but I'm pretty sure we did. My mum says we did. But I don't remember anything, and I'm glad. And now I hate myself for letting you make me watch this.
And I'm enjoying every minute of it. I like putting you through torture and pain. It's what your show's all about. It's what your YouTube channel's all about.
It bothers me that people want to see this now, don't they? Well, I guess it doesn't bother me.
Here we go.
Oh, there he is.
There he is, the Ken doll. To be honest, this is probably some of the best acting in it.
Yeah. Bless him. Not long after his crash, wasn't it?
Yeah. Because obviously in The New Hope, he gets attacked by the Wampa, and that kind of explains the scarring, doesn't it?
Well, wait a minute. Let me get some codeine for the pain. Oh, please just let Luke talk.
please. It's the only dialogue we've had for 9 minutes.
Is that all it's been?
I think so.
Oh.
It's also really disconcerting because he looks so odd and he's staring directly at you, like directly at the camera.
Yeah, I thought that. Oh yeah. Oh.
So the plot or the
plot
tying together, the tying together, the overarching thing that links all the variety pieces is that Wookie is Wookie. It's a Wookie fucking nightmare. This whole thing. But it is Chewie wants to get home for Life Day. Like,
yeah,
that's his main thing, and the family are really concerned that he's not going to make it in time. Not that he's not going to survive the Empire and their blockade. It's just like, well, he better be here on time. What a useless dad.
Nothing to do with the fact that, you know, we've just destroyed the Empire's super weapon, killing millions of their troopers, and now they're on a revenge streak. You know, fuck me, he's got to get home for Life Day. Jesus Christ. He's driving home for Life Day. But those Empire won't let him go.
Oh, this is Luke flirting with Marla.
Driving home for Life Day. Yeah.
Try to enjoy your Life Day, because I fucking not. I'm hating every minute of this.
And now he's just been putting carbonite.
Preserve him for next Christmas.
Try to enjoy your Life Day.
Merry Life Day. Merry Life Day. I think I'll miss this one this year. Oh dear. Also, they never explain Life Day.
No, well, all the new fantastical comics that are coming out and toys and whatever will undoubtedly explain that, because that's how Disney does Star Wars. They release additional
supplementary
material to explain things away.
Don't worry, we're going to watch.
They've been doing in response to the rise of Skywalker for the last 2 years. Here's all these comics that explain everything, because we had no idea at the time. Fantastic.
By the way, we've got all these plot holes. Let's fill them up.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this guy, whoever this Imperial guy is, he must be dubbed, because I'm sure his mouth, we never see his mouth move.
Yeah, he's well dubbed. Originally meant to be the I think that uniform was originally meant to be like the original Death Squad kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
You know, the Death Troopers you get in Rogue One.
Yeah.
It meant to be originally something like that, I think. So one of the Black Series figures I've got was called like a Death Squad Trooper or something. His mouth didn't move.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it just seems so weird. He's just stood there. He doesn't say any lines.
I heard fish. And did you say something? Why does he look like he's kind of like his neck's being crushed by the helmet as well?
Do you think the helmet was on so tight he couldn't open his mouth, and they will have to dub you later?
My lord.
She did it by hand, solo. I wonder if he's speaking in code.
Smart, really clever, actually.
So apparently, the original concept for Lando Calrissian was that he was a trader on Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
Thank God he never was.
I think George Lucas always wanted to explore Kashyyyk in the early stuff, because he wanted... I think he really wanted to explore sort of like Chewbacca being saved and everything, or
Yeah.
exploring where he'd come from and how the Empire had completely oppressed his planet. Which we still haven't really seen apart from in like comic books and things like that.
There is that attack.
Video games.
Isn't there that attack in Revenge of the Sith where they?
Yeah, we get the attack, but we don't see like the oppression of the Empire, like them putting them into full blown slavery.
Yeah. Well, I think the Wookiee culture is interesting. And to explore that would have been interesting, but not like this. Not like this.
Not like this. Not like this.
It's like I said good day.
Completely different voice then. I said good day.
Oh dear.
I told you my agent would pay me a lot of money for doing this.
I feel like Art Carney is trying, but it's like some of the material I think he has is just dross. Yeah. Absolute dross.
Another shot from Money Hope. Oh. It's not that character's voice.
Apparently that was cut from A New Hope, but I'm glad they put it in here. Really good. Thanks. You ruined Darth Vader for me as well.
Every household in the system. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
See you in 45 years.
Wow. Every planet.
I'm going to search every household in the system. Okay. No problem.
What the manpower? The time?
How many soldiers per house? Divide them by how many houses in the system?
Let's hope he didn't mean it literally.
But it's Vader. He did mean it literally.
Probably, yeah. That's the thing. He doesn't mess around. Oh God, this is bad.
Another TV. Oh no.
Well, this is it. It's the overarching, tying of it together. The framing device is the word I've been looking for. Is just them putting on every single fucking TV in their house.
They have got a lot of TVs, these Wookiees, as well, haven't they?
Yeah. Because I never considered them quite that technologically advanced. Like, they've got blasters, sure. I can.
Yeah, well, their technology is sort of based on. Well, it's using nature, isn't it? Yeah. So all their aircraft you see in Revenge of the Sith, all their fighters, all their everything. So it's all based on living organisms, I think. So they use nature.
Like the tree of life.
Yeah. They use nature and as like essentially sort of like Native American kind of idea. Yeah. Using nature as one, being one with nature and using that. I mean,
it looks like.
Oh no!
It looks like Gary Oldman.
Is he doing that unfortunate thing that we're not allowed to do anymore?
Oh, I hope not. I mean.
It kind of looks like it is.
Yeah, I think.
I don't want to say it because.
Yeah, it's. I'll spoil it for you now. He's playing an alien.
Right. Yeah. Well, I get that, but it's kind of
I think
it's almost there, isn't it?
Yeah. It's on the cusp of being uncomfortable.
He's cooking a big crock pot of Creole as well.
Oh yeah, I've never really thought about it until you said that now.
Yeah, like Louisiana Creole kind of thing.
Oh gosh. I mean, I was just going to say that his hair looks like Gary Oldman from Dracula.
Yeah, does. It does. But the dress is... Yeah. Dog's barking in the background. He doesn't like it. The cooking!
Got around his neck.
Guess what we're ready for now? For cooking!
Imagine if like Gordon Ramsay or Jamie Oliver did a cooking show like this, dressed like that.
I mean, they'd probably get more viewers. I'd probably watch as well.
Definitely be in the news cycle for quite a while.
Oh yeah, Jamie Oliver goes insane.
This is apparently where the humor comes in.
Oh, I still don't understand what this has to do with Star Wars.
Or Life Day.
Yeah. So you can just imagine there's some kid in the back going, "Excuse me, what does Life Day mean? You must stir whisk, you fool! Stir whisk!
Stir, whisk, stir, stir, stir.
Whip it, you fool! Whip it!" This is what happens if Gandalf goes mentally insane.
Do you think the Futurama character was inspired by this? Is it Elar or
Probably, yeah.
the 4 arms? It's like there's one joke in every scene for 5 minutes. It's like, this is the joke. She has more than 2 arms.
It's going on and on.
Don't worry, it gets better and worse at the same time. Not much better though.
Fucking hell.
There is slightly less shit sections, I will say that.
Slightly less shit sections. Oh, I mean, the kitchen's nice. Oh, the kitchen's nice. It's a very functional kitchen. Oh God, the Empire here.
Oh, actually, some plot. Great. Something exciting.
Who's on the cannons? There's only them two in the Falcon. Who's on the cannons? Never mind. We'll forget that bit.
Continuity error. You're asking for logic from the Star Wars Holiday Special.
I'm a very logical person. I'm only questioning because we saw it in A New Hope. Who's on the underbelly cannons? You know,
yeah, true.
They don't fire on their own. It's a very honest question. It's a very.
Can you control both at the same time if you're in the top one and the bottom?
No,
one? No, not possible.
We're individually controlled.
Okay.
Admittedly, we don't see them ever be used again after A New Hope, but you know.
See, Andy knows his shit. This is why I get Andy to do the Star Wars stuff, because he knows his shit. He knows the bottom and top cannons work independently of each other. You know, your average Star Wars fan probably wouldn't know that.
Yeah. No, go back to the fight. That was interesting. Just looking at Itchy Backer sleeping in his fucking chair again.
Oh, there's an alarm.
That's a bizarre alarm. Oh. Interesting. That uniform probably washed out due to the colours, but that was brown and not grey.
Yeah. Did they have brown? I thought they had brown ones in the first one.
Well, they do kind of look a bit.
That meeting with when he chokes out the guy.
Yeah.
In a brown uniform.
Oh yeah. Well, I think there's kind of a mix, isn't there? Because there's a couple of people in there with white as well.
Oh yeah.
Director Krennic in Rogue One.
Yeah.
There's a few with white in there.
I think he'd probably
Empire onwards. I think the majority of the naval commanders, they're all grey.
Don't worry, it's not the Empire. It's just Art County.
With Christmas presents.
Yeah.
This is like the Star Wars Santa Claus.
The thing is, I get that obviously they call it the holiday special. They don't call it a Christmas special or a Hanukkah special or anything like that. And to be fair, Christmas would not work in a Star Wars within the franchise. It just wouldn't make any fucking sense.
Intergalactic Father Christmas.
They create a holiday. I understand that. And it pretty much represents what Christmas is, even though they don't really go into the history of it.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's the coming together, the connections, the love, the celebration of life and the cycle of life, whatever. I totally get it. So I at least they tried that, or they understood that we can't just have Jesus Christ or Santa pop up.
Yeah.
Happy Life Day. I don't know what it is.
I almost feel like this probably should have been filmed like a studio with a studio audience, maybe, rather than
it could have been like this. Like if it was like a live stage show, then I think there would be some like separation. You could go, well, that was just a stage show. That's not in continuity.
Yeah.
It's an exaggerated form of Star Wars. It's a theatrical version of Star Wars. It's a heightened reality. Let's watch how long it takes to open the box. So exciting. I bet it's another TV.
Yeah. Oh my God.
To be fair, sci-fi often predicts the future. So, are we a little too TV and, streaming fixated?
Yeah.
Making
fixated on manageable things you can hold in your hands and view.
Oh.
What the hell is this? Is he being tortured?
Not exactly. I'll let you watch.
Reminds me of the thing that Han Solo gets put in an Empire and Vader's just watching us.
No, it's probably the opposite of torture. I'd describe it.
Oh, he's not getting a perm, is he?
No, it's a little more sleazy than that.
Oh no. Oh, hello.
There we go.
Kaleidoscope of dreams.
This is what you use virtual reality for in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Is it going to be Carrie Fisher coaxed off her tears? Bless her.
There's a bit later on when she first appears and she struggles to walk around the table.
I can't wait for that.
You can tell she's like really struggling. God, how long's just this? Just get on with it. I know what's coming. Just get on with it. Synchronized swimmers.
Oh well, yeah. Very
Introducing
nice.
the Star Wars synchronized swimmers.
They look like the ghost from the night on Bald Mountain thing in Fantasia.
God, I would much rather watch Fantasia over this.
Beg your pardon? Your eyes only. This is filth.
It gets dirtier, don't you worry.
What on earth is this?
Family-friendly holiday special.
Oh, he's definitely just absolutely been necking that strongbow, hasn't he?
Do you think Wookiees have like a dog penis? A little like pink lipstick comes out.
Honestly, never thought about it before.
You've got to think about popular characters and their junk. I think about the Fantastic Four's junk all the time. Does it stretch? Is it made of rocks? Would it catch fire?
Does it go invisible?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I suppose it's a distinct possibility, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean,
probably more bear-like, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, they might not even reproduce like that. They might not even have penises.
No, you never know.
Maybe they lay eggs.
Yeah, I mean...
Underneath all that, they're actually reptilian.
Yeah.
Here we go. First of several musical numbers.
Ah, okay. How delightful. You know what? I absolutely cannot watch musical numbers in anything.
Really?
I don't know why. They don't make me uncomfortable, but I just go, bullshit. Apart from Disney films, like animation films and things like that. Live action films. It's why I don't really...
Any musical then, any live action musical, you can't stand it.
Apart from like stage shows, it feels like proper in a stage show, but in movies, I don't know why they just don't. Yeah, they take me out of it. I don't know why. Don't know what it is. I've never been able to sort of sit there and go, okay, fine.
I've always enjoyed like musicals that are like bit more like diegetic, where it's like Cabaret is a great example because all the songs and dance numbers or everything are done on stage in the cabaret.
Yeah.
And also cabaret.
So it fits with it's with the
fits with
location and
story.
logistics.
I'm not
it
a
really
massive...
does take me out of it when like I like La La Land, but the first song in that they're on a highway and there's a traffic jam, and I was like, no, this is going to be dog shit already. But it was okay. I just don't like it when it takes me out of it. I don't know what it is. It just
I agree
right.
though, because I'm not a massive fan of musicals. There's very few musicals where I'm like, that's a decent musical.
Yeah.
But for me, if a musical has a shit story, which most of them do, I can't get into it. Like, unless the music is fucking incredible and the dance sequences are incredible, then and the acting is good. Like for me, I always go in and I go, the story will be shit. The story can be bargain basement shite. So when I see one with a good story, I'm like, oh, fucking brilliant. Like Anna and the Apocalypse was amazing. Really enjoyed that. Got a lot out of that. Songs were good. The action was good. The comedy was good. All good. But like, I'll go and watch something, I don't know, like a Grease 2 and be like, not for me. I'm not a fan of Grease either.
Well, like this right now, this musical number is doing nothing for me. I'm not even listening because
I think it's about a moment lasting forever or being together forever, something like that. I've not listened to it. I've been more engaged in our conversation than this.
What has it got to do with? What has it got to do with anything?
Is this technically the first black person in Star Wars?
Alert
in Star Wars, do you think?
I'm trying to think. A New Hope
underneath an alien costume or something.
I
say Lando is the only black guy in the galaxy. Do you think this was?
I'm trying to think of the people you see in A New Hope.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Mos Eisley.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Tell us, people, if you know, or if you want to do the research.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of sort of like the rebel pilots as well. I don't think there is. There's no rebel pilots, is there? When they're attacking the Death Star, though. Black.
I don't know if maybe in the background or like as an extra, maybe, but nobody in a speaking role or a major role that wasn't.
Yeah, there must be background characters.
Yeah, I would hope so. I would certainly fucking hope so in the 70s, in the late 70s.
Yeah.
But who knows? Yeah, well, that was a forgettable song.
So forgettable. I have no idea what she was singing about because I wasn't listening. So
don't worry.
Can't really react to that, boys and girls, unfortunately, because quite simply I just didn't care.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Itchy Backer's completely aroused by that.
Here we go. Here she is.
Let's
try and walk around this table. It's brilliant. Yet another TV.
My God.
So many secret TV. They're all hidden away for the Empire. It's about 20 of them.
Yeah, because heaven forbid the Empire will move a bookcase. Oh, my word. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'd rewind that if I could.
She is on a lot.
My question is, why are they contacting every other fucker apart from Chewie and Han?
Not being funny, but like as well, I'd be a bit concerned if I was these hidden rebel people, being contacted so easily from across the galaxy because, surely the Empire would be able to track these signals and go, Jesus Christ, where's this going here? And again, planet that we've just put under martial law, is contacting these rebel sympathizers.
Also, it's like, all respect to Chewie and his family, but he's just a random fucking family contacting the rebels who want to keep their location secret and, and away from prying eyes. They're just like, we'll just talk to this random family.
This fucking family just wants a nice fucking Christmas. Fuck off.
That's it. They're like, you are risking our location, killing all of us, just because you're like, it's not arrived in time.
We were literally 2 seconds away from having our base on Yavin destroyed. Apart from one lucky shot that was guided by the Force. Okay. Not everyone even believes in the Force. But yeah, we were literally 2 seconds away. But no, it's all right. You contact us so we can find out where Chewie is so you can have a fucking good Christmas.
It's you know, it's almost like you're like, okay, see you later, bye. And then someone calls you directly back.
Yeah.
Just that. It's like, have you seen Chewie? You seen him? Like, this is
Not forgetting that they're actually being chased by the Empire here, Han and Chewie. They're being chased. But no, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Thing is, Art Carney's character made it through the blockade.
Yeah.
Like, he made it through the blockade. Not the guys who beat the Kessel Run or the best pilots in the galaxy.
No.
Just
Like Carney.
Just like, it's fine, easy. But also, we don't see that.
Oh, the Empire, the Trade Federation. Shit with blockades.
Here we go.
Oh my lord.
They made it.
Right, well, where are the other Imperial troops then?
Yeah.
Oh my, it must be them. Nobody else went, that sounds like the Millennium Falcon. Oh,
the plot is trying to get interesting.
Ad break.
Yes, just to let people know, this is the version we're watching does not have the 70s adverts, but they are, I'll be honest, they're interesting in their own light and you can find them. But just for sake of time, we've gone for this version is in 4K, and just for sake of time, we've gone for the hour-and-a-half version. And it is a lot of slightly racist adverts in there, like don't buy from foreigners, only buy American, that sort of thing. And I was like, it's a bit uncomfortable. So you're probably better off.
Squad Commander.
Such tension.
Do you reckon Christoph Waltz got his Colonel Hans Lander from this geezer?
Absolutely. Steal from the best.
I watched the holiday special and decided I wanted to model myself off of this man.
I saw the holiday performance, the holiday special, and I went, that's a bingo. Oh dear. We hear you're storing Ewoks under your floors. They call me the Ewok hunter.
We have come round to watch the football match on all your lovely TVs.
Oh, what is this? Oh, it seems to be Rebel TV.
Don't worry, I subscribe to it myself. You get all the good stuff on there.
Oh dear. Like, Art Carney's got, fair play to him, he does have some like comedy credentials.
Yeah.
But at this point in the 70s, people were fucking sick of variety shows.
Yeah.
They were done. So this was like dated even at this point. This was like, okay, sure. They're doing a Star Wars holiday special. Again, like George Lucas envisioned a small kind of, just a small family-friendly kind of story. Maybe like a silent. If it was half an hour, it wouldn't be an issue. It really wouldn't. I think you probably could, as long as it was interesting, it was done well, presented well. It would have been fine. But again, I think it's like we said in the Ewoks podcast. We said it's the lack of subtitles, and you need a human bouncing off point. Because the whole idea with Chewie and stuff is that he goes, Han always going, I know what you're saying, and I'll repeat it out loud, what you are saying, just so people understand what you are saying.
Yeah.
And that doesn't, like, for something like this, like, I would have had Art Carney in there to begin with. I would have that just in there straight away. I wouldn't have just had 10 minutes of them.
Yeah, just rambling between themselves. It just didn't.
Or break the rules and do the subtitles.
Yeah.
Or do narration like they did in the Ewoks. I'm not saying the Ewoks is much better, but at least they had to have some narration.
Yeah.
No, that's my lunchbox.
Oh no.
That's mine.
I took my ghetto blaster.
why don't they speak? All these Imperials, they're just like...
Yeah, they're just clicking the fingers, aren't they? Like...
The fingers and pointing and being mad. Here you go. You ready for
But I mean, they didn't want to pay them anymore for speaking roles, didn't they?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It did go over budget, I believe, and ran over. So they were quite tight to get
I'm not surprised.
Get it done. Again, it's just like it just feels like they're padding for time. But it isn't live. That's the thing. It feels live, but it isn't.
Yeah.
It's just like they left the camera on. Just like keep going. Tell me what?
Rebel TV
coming to your system. Here we go. Here's a bit of Jefferson. Not to be confused with Jefferson Airplane. That's another band.
Yes, it is.
Jefferson Starship. That's We Built This City. That's them, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not really sure.
I think I've got it on my iTunes. I will double check.
Another musical number at a point where they're being persecuted as a family by the Empire.
Yeah. Quick, let's distract them.
Let's break the tension that might scare children. What? A pointless number. Musical number.
If I was a kid, I wouldn't have been scared.
No. I'm going to say right now, we're, just shy of halfway through. I'm not surprised I don't remember watching this when I was a kid. Because I was clearly bored when I watched this.
Well, you're watching TV of characters watching TV. It's a bit like Gogglebox, isn't it? But nowhere near as fun as Gogglebox.
Nowhere near as sort of like critically aware or self-aware of itself.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think if this might have been just that tad self-aware, like we're saying with, a live studio audience, if it had been a tad self-aware, it might have worked.
Yeah. If there was, like a laughter track or something like that.
Yeah. Anything different, because it's been filmed and produced with such a flat. It's a flat backdrop. There's nothing even 3D about the characters. They're all 2D cardboard cutouts of things we'd seen in A New Hope, and irreverent ideas of what he was wanting to experiment going forward. It's just fucking nonsense, isn't it?
It is. I don't agree with you on many things, Andy, but I certainly agree with you on this.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like
we do disagree on quite a lot, and we do agree on quite a lot.
You're true. But that's the
way he's playing that piano guitar thing there is superb. Credit to him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you would agree.
I actually don't think the song is that bad. Like, this particular song by Jefferson Starship is not that bad.
I'm not listening to it. I don't have a clue what he's singing about, but
I think the song is called "Light the Sky on Fire," I believe. It was released on one of their albums, I think.
There is Star Wars Visions. There's an episode where they're
the band episode.
The band. I'm pretty sure that's probably to do with this, because it's a rock band that they're playing, aren't they? And they are very, very similar to this.
Yeah, it's kind of
the playing style is very similar to this.
Yeah, it's definitely it's obviously made up of aliens and androids and various other stuff. But I didn't mind that episode. It's not the best one of Star Wars Visions, but I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it. I did think at the end where I was like, well, they're going to rescue them now, and they're like, no, we've consigned ourselves to death.
Yeah. Fine. Oh, okay.
This is our last
That's a bit of a depressing episode, really,
this
isn't it?
is literally our last song ever.
Yeah. We're not going to do as we're told.
Yeah.
We're going to die.
I don't think there was any need to make him a Jedi, that kid, as well, because he didn't do anything with it. He was like,
no,
I just stopped being a Jedi. Okay. But you're not going to rescue your friends. You're just going to turn up and do the song and then just all die together. I guess that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. I like the series, though. I really enjoyed Star Wars Visions, more so than What If. I just think they took more. Obviously, most of that is in canon anyway. A lot like the What If stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought they took more creative chances.
Yeah.
And at least it was different. I do think, as much as I like What If, I do. And your reviews with Brett on the Marvel Plus podcast, I was really enjoying hearing your discussions about those. But yeah, I just think the animation is a bit flat. It looks great when there's animation, when they're fighting and stuff. But when they just stood there talking, it looks shit. Uninteresting and bland when it does that. There was a Spider-Man show in the early 2000s, just after the first film came out. And I loved that style of animation, but it was the same problem. The animated bits are amazing, and when they just stood there chatting, it looks crap.
Yeah.
That's it. That's our next musical number over.
And he's just still sat there watching.
Yeah.
This is why the Empire lost the war. Because their Death Squad commanders just sat watching screens of Jefferson Starship.
Oh, you know what? We Built This City on Rock and Roll is by a band called Starship.
Well, you can be forgiven for mistaking that one.
Yeah, so there's Jefferson Airplane,
Jefferson Starship,
and
Starship Jefferson.
The Jefferson.
Airplane Jefferson, Airplane Starship, Jefferson, Airplane, Starship,
Starship Airplane. Wait a second, has the language changed?
I think it has.
It's now in Spanish? I hope it goes back. Oh God!
Oh no!
It's a copy where it turns to Spanish. Son of a bitch! It's good that there's Spanish voiceovers for it, but that's not what it said. Oh, great. So now we actually do need subtitles.
Oh, we'll have to see if it carries on.
Yeah. Well, this is live, guys, so sorry. I didn't check. I played it and was like, okay, that's in English, and then just didn't look at it again. So obviously. Okay, so this is probably technically the best part of it. I can't believe it's in Spanish. Fuck's sake.
It's definitely changed to full Spanish.
Fuck's sake. Right, you know what I'm going to do? While we're watching, I'm going to go on my phone. So I've got access to that. I'm going to play it on my phone and see if it does change back at any point. Right, that's the Jefferson Starship. This is the cartoon.
So we're on the animated section.
Yeah, we're currently on the animated section.
The famous animated section.
The Faithful Wookie, it's called, and this is actually available on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Okay, it does go back to English. It will be back after this section, maybe.
The animation style in this bit is weird, isn't it?
It is really weird. Like Luke looks like he's coked out of his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes back after this section. Oh, within this section, it'll turn back to English. Just fucking typical, isn't it? I picked the only one that fucking has a section in Spanish.
But again, I feel like we're not really missing anything.
So this animation studio, I think they're called Kelvana. They go on to do the Droids and Ewoks cartoons.
Yeah, I was going to say the animation style is exactly the same.
Yeah, the designs of C-3PO and R2-D2 especially. I think Boba Fett turns up in that with the same color design.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Just while they're releasing figure line.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that was in my notes for the podcast. They released that in 2007, and they're releasing it again for the Star Wars Black Series.
Yeah.
Does she look coked up even as a cartoon?
I think she does. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, definitely.
Just add something.
It's cool that they're flying a Y-wing for a change.
Yeah.
Like, I think the A-wings and the Y-wings and the B-wings are a bit underused, I think.
Yeah, well, the A-wings and the B-wings, you only saw them in Return of the Jedi, didn't you?
Yeah, that's true.
They were constructed purely for extra, just to fill out the battle sequences.
We need more toys.
But when I was a kid, I did only have a Y-wing. I didn't have an X-wing.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
I got a lot of 70s figure hand-me-downs. And I also, do you remember Micro Machines? They had the little Star Wars Micro Machines. I had a lot of those. What other stuff did I have? There he is. There's the man. The man himself. So the guy who voices Boba Fett in this is actually the voice of Sabretooth in the X-Men animated series as well.
Yeah.
The famous voice actor and actor called Don Franks. And his daughter was Cree Summer, who's another very prominent voice artist as well, voice actor. And she's played she's been in Rugrats and The Incredible Hulk and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
You can't move for her voice, really.
I love it how he's riding a dinosaur.
That is pretty badass, to be fair. That is a pretty badass thing to do. That's to be fair, this isn't a bad kind of introduction to him. I know it's not the actual introduction to the character proper, but I don't think this is too bad. You see that weapon in the Mandalorian, don't you?
Yeah. That is his weapon that he uses to vaporize Jawas. They deserve it. Oh dear!
Crawl back to the sand where you came from. Pew pew. That's cool. They've got those little inflatable devices.
Oh, little airbags.
Yeah. So in this, they're after some sort of like goober or whatever you want to call it. MacGuffin, plot device, magic thing. It's amigo. It's amigo.
Oh, poor Luke.
When did R2 get so bendy?
I know.
Boba Fett's already got a limp. Yeah, I think they're using a medallion to find a talisman, something like that.
Yeah.
Sort of force bullshit.
Why have they put him upside down?
Wait till you see how bloody Han Solo is animated. It looks like a fucking wax candle melting.
Wax candle, man.
This looks like a really interesting planet.
Yeah.
The design is good.
It's dead weird, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's an anteater. Trust me, Wookie, I'm your best mate. I'm totally not evil.
I'm not going to cause you some problems in a few months.
It's still currently in Spanish, guys, so apologies for that.
It is. We're just guessing as to what's actually happening.
Yeah, I've seen it before, so I know the gist of it. Again, if you want to watch it in full, it is available on Disney Plus with, I'm sure, hopefully with English dialogue. Looking at some drugs there, apparently. Some death sticks.
You want to buy some death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. I want to go home and rethink my life, which is exactly what I'm doing right now.
I am also rethinking.
I got Patron.
So, thing about this is they're a secret rebel organization. Surely they have records and things of things they've got and done. However, they just make it accessible as a Saturday morning cartoon in canon. Like in this, they're like, oh, I'll just watch a cartoon about.
You can watch whatever you want. Across the airwaves of the galaxy.
Like if it was like propaganda, like rebel propaganda or something, I get it. But it's a little too like specific to be like rebel propaganda.
Yeah. Empire TV brings you the tales of the rebels.
They're like dueling streaming services.
Yeah.
Fucking love that. I never thought I'd hear Darth Vader.
Spanish Vader.
Dos cervezas, por favor. Who knew? Something I never knew I wanted. Spanish Vader.
I honestly never knew I wanted it as well.
What would Star Wars be in Spanish? I'm going to Google that.
Yeah, like you said, it's interesting, this sort of animated part, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're getting some interesting looking stuff.
Yeah.
Getting some interesting alien designs.
Planetary
design is good.
That is fucking great, that shot.
Yeah. So the Empire, a bunch of Imperials just got blown up. Oh my god, what is Han Solo?
Told you, he's a melted candle.
Looks like he's been on a 3-week bender. Why is his eyes closed?
It's like Brock in Pokemon.
Yeah. My lord. He's trying to sneak out.
Like, I will say this. Boba Fett has a lot more agency in this cartoon than he does in any of the trilogy movies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he actually does shit.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of Boba Fett. I know our friend Scott isn't, who's been on podcasts
for me,
before.
it's the allure of like, it's the allure of mystery, and you get it with Western movies. You know, the mysterious stranger, the unknown, you know, the unknown warrior and things like that.
Yeah. I did like the comics they did. Where it was like they kind of had him as a kind of a Dirty Harry type character.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Which I quite enjoy because he'd be like there'd be some poor person who's being like, you know, treated poorly, or he's been betrayed by his bosses and stuff. And the kid, it'd be like, there's a section where it's like, kid, how much money have you got on you? And he's like, I've got like 2 credits. And he was like, hire me to kill them. And he's like, deal. And it just kills him. He's like, thank you, you know, because it's kind of his code that he needs to be paid for all of his jobs. He's a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
So he's like, here, kid, give me those 2 credits, which I think is kind of cool. He kind of still has there's a kind of an honor code, you know. There's one where he actually fights Darth Vader, which was pretty cool. I remember.
Yeah, I've read that one.
Yeah, that's cool. That one. I do recommend those if you like the idea of Boba Fett, you like the design of Boba Fett, you like the clone backstory and stuff. There's some like good Django ones where there's one where it's the first part is a Django story, and Django has an actual son with someone, like a biological.
Yeah.
And then Boba meets up with him in the future, and then he has a bounty on him, and then they end up teaming up, or he tries to protect him and stuff. Which again, I want to say Boba Fett Bloodlines or something like that. And that's a cool story as well. Again, it's not necessarily in canon anymore, but it's still good expanded Legends stuff out there.
Yeah. Oh, his toys have been ruined by the Empire.
Destroyed his bantha. So I tried to look up the holiday special in Spanish as well, but I couldn't find it. So Star
I'm
Wars
not
in
surprised.
Spanish is Guerrera de las Galaxias.
Guerrera de las Galaxias.
So there you go. I don't know if we're back in English yet.
No idea.
So the point I saw it back in English was the is the next kind of variety section. Oh, he's stuck in his little toy in whatever that was. Oh, the bantha. It's the bantha.
Yeah, the broken bantha.
That's it. That was it. She mentions the Gourmanda, who's the chef.
Yeah,
mentions the bantha when she's cooking. She's like, "You want the loin or the rump?" Yeah, it's this bit I think that comes back into English. Again, apologies, guys. Maybe I should have checked, but I had no idea that would occur on this.
No, it did it really randomly as well.
Yeah, it just started. I just went, "What the fuck is that? That seems weird." Because I noticed the sound wasn't matching up with their lips, and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. Another advert for a movie.
Here we go. Yeah, we're back. Back in English.
How bizarre.
Okay. Maybe it's a thing. Obviously, this is like all of Star Wars Holiday Special is basically a bootleg and always has been.
Yeah.
So maybe it's for it's a way to not have it being pulled down. Maybe I'm not sure.
Maybe.
The one I previously watched, they didn't use any of the music, so they supplemented all the music for something.
Yeah.
But they used up-to-date graphics and special effects for like the starfighting elements.
Yeah.
And then they just supplemented the music for something else, just non-copyright music. So
And that was the only way to get it sort of distributed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So now we have another somewhat famous actor.
Harvey Korman, I think he's called.
Yeah.
He's in Blazing Saddles, and he was in things like the Carol Burnett Show and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
say somewhat famous. He is very famous, but
yeah,
it's a very bizarre segment, isn't it?
Yeah. And again, I think he's trying to do the best with the material, but it's just, like I said, just it's a fucking dross shit. So the concept here, if you've missed it, is that he is an android explaining how to build or repair his gift that Lumpy got, Mark Carney. God, I can't believe I'm following it this well. But he's malfunctioning. The android is malfunctioning as he explains to fix it.
So trying to be funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I'm broken. I'm broken. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Even that was funnier than what is actually on the screen. Just look at. You're not going to see Andy's face. I'm not going to use the recording, but it's a picture.
It's just one of abject disappointment,
utter bemusement,
and dismay. I mean,
favorite thing and take a like. You know what? As if you don't like some of the films, like, fair enough. That's your opinion. But after seeing the fucking Ewoks and after seeing this. This is the worst Star Wars thing ever. I don't care.
Yeah,
without a shadow of a doubt, these things are the worst Star Wars thing.
Yeah. And I will not speak to anyone ever again if they tell me they enjoy this. I will not, because I won't believe you. I won't believe you.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
I will hold you out in court as a liar.
Well,
there's nothing good. There's been nothing entertaining about this at all.
I agree.
Like the Ewok films. I can't wait for this to actually pop up on Disney Plus, and just to see all the absolute abject liars come out and say that was great, brilliant, like they did with the Ewok films. I couldn't believe it.
There are films nowadays that get like reappraisals, like the prequel movies got reappraised, but.
They got reappraised due to the I don't like them doing it, but they got reappraised due to the success of like the Clone Wars series, which reinforced a lot of the ideas that we didn't see.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't like them doing that.
Yeah.
In comics and books and whatever.
Yeah, I agree that.
So it's a bit of like, you know,
should stand
hypocritical of me there, I guess, if you want to really think about it. But
yeah,
like, this is just trash, and there is no critical reappraisal for this. There can't be. There shouldn't be, because this is like the highlight of just absolute fucking hubris, isn't it?
Well, this has been voted like one of the worst Star Wars thing, and one of the worst things to ever grace television.
Yeah, definitely is.
It just is. Here comes your favorite music.
Ah, good. The cantina sequence.
Dun, dun, dun. When I was a kid, I used to mispronounce the name of the band. So it's figuring Dan, isn't it? And the modal tones, is it? Modal tones, modal tunes?
Yeah.
Modal nodes, maybe modal nodes. I was like, oh, it's fingering down.
Fingering down the modal nodes.
Stop saying that. Oh, I'm just listening to fingering down. I like the sound of fingering down. So what's good about this is B. Arthur is in it.
Yeah.
And I think she does quite a good job, and probably has the best jokes and stuff in it. And also it's all got all the practical effects and all the masks and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of good looking alien sort of figures here, isn't there? A lot of characters.
Interesting as well that Stan Winston designed the Wookiees and their suits.
Yeah.
And Rick Baker designed a lot of the extra ones in this. So 2 special effects giants. But yeah. So here's Harvey Korman again.
Orange juice.
Creepy man. Oh, Hammerhead.
Doc Under.
So he drinks from the volcano on the top of his head.
Like a sieve.
like a sieve with less personality.
It's bizarre.
Because this is what kids want when they think of Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, just in thinking in that basic term, you know, somebody should have sat at the table and gone, is this what kids want from Star Wars? You know, is this what they really want? Do they want this? Are they going to buy an action figure of this? Are they going to? I mean, come on.
Just think about it. Just think about it for 2 seconds.
I mean, because if I'm struggling to maintain vested interest, fucking hell, 6-7-year-old kids, nah, they wouldn't have sat through this at all.
There's
They'd
no
gone.
real editing either, is there? There's no way.
No.
There could have been like some really snappy editing, or you know, done something, or maybe I don't know. It's just really long shots.
Yeah.
There's no close-ups. There's no like, you know, it's all like shot with like 1 camera, 2 cameras maybe.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that visually interesting either. Like the way, like you could, because that would give you the sense of that, you know, time is passing in the slightest, but you don't get that because it's just like 1 shot, hold on them, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah.
Move ever, follow them.
It's treating you as though you're there.
Yeah.
And you're listening in, and Yeah, I'm just baffled.
Yeah.
She's pouring drink into his head.
Into his giant orifice.
That's a bit freaky. I will wait here and stalk you until you change your mind.
What is that? What is that alien race with a giant brain? It looks like a giant brain. What are they called?
Oh,
they turn up in Clone Wars as well. Clone Wars, sorry. Clone Wars is my show.
I
can't remember what they're called.
I can't really remember.
Yeah. So the Imperial troops were to watch that, and they're told to watch it because it's going to uplift their lives and make them feel better about their lives.
Brilliant.
But then also, they're getting a communication that they're also receiving.
Oh man, this doesn't make any sense.
No. So they're doing a curfew across
the Empire,
everywhere. Like you said before, check every system, every home in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Surely they can't enforce a fucking curfew.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you do this?
The manpower it must take. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So B. Arthur as well, like she's gonna have a musical number, as I'm sure you're aware.
Absolutely.
But to her credit, she was like Broadway star before she did any like sitcoms and stuff like this. She was in the original theatrical Fiddler on the Roof, like the original show, the Broadway show. Yeah, she was the matchmaker. I
don't know much about her apart from turning Golden Girls and things like that.
Yeah, she's absolutely no slouch. I think her comedic timing in I actually think this and the animated special are the best things in it. And I know it's not saying much, but I think it's the closest they get to being entertaining.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like that's like she's got huge Broadway credits. Like she's more theatre than she is TV. And again, this has a theatrical feel to it. This particular scene. And I do have a quote from it later on that I'm going to use in the podcast about filming this, which is quite funny.
I hope it's hilarious.
It is. It's going to be, the podcast will be funnier than this fucking thing.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's any longer though. Also,
it's the alien with the horns.
Yeah, the devil one.
Yeah.
Was he cut out of the special editions?
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
Like the werewolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of it was kind of leftover kind of makeup, wasn't it, from other stuff? A lot of it.
Yeah.
And special effects and that. I
always found it a bit of a shame that he was cut out. I don't know why.
Because it was like, I think George Lucas was worried that it was going to look like too much like a Hammer horror film if it was like had a devil, and and two werewolves in it. But they were both
again the canon species. So
yeah, so why not keep them in? That's my question. I like that there's a devil and a fucking werewolf, type of species. You've got enough fucking lizards in there and shit.
Yeah.
Why not? Here we go. So this music is a slowed down version of the Cantina Band song.
Yeah.
I think this song is actually called like Mad About You or Mad About It or something like that. I just think of it as the Cantina song. You can hear it, can't you? Any requests? Play that same song again. Sometimes I do find myself just singing that just to myself. Just like, There you
go. Giant rat.
Well, that's actually from a movie, a H.G. Wells movie called Food of the Gods. which is it's kind of a nature run amok movie where all the animals eat this paste and it makes them grow to ginormous sizes.
It's a very bizarre idea.
Well, that's H.G. Wells for you.
Those two pissed.
Too pissed. I take it the Cantina song was written by John Williams.
Yeah.
Must have been. So at least they're using that and putting kind of lyrics to it and changing the tempo, you know, instead of that like other song we got earlier, you know, the random, you know, moment lasts forever song.
Just dancing with the guy who gets his hand cut off.
He
doesn't like you.
I just think
Greedo's cutting in, slimy bastard.
I love this. The hands, the jazz hands.
Yeah.
Is that Michael Myers?
Yeah, Michael Myers has joined in.
Oh, and he's going as well. God, it does feel like theatre, this bit. It's like, right, you did that here, you did that there, right, you did that. This is like you.
Fuck off, you bastards.
This is you working at the Wigan Wetherspoons.
Yeah, it used to be, yeah. Goodbye, friends. Fuck off, now.
Fuck
Go on.
off.
Off you go.
One more round. No, we're closed.
You absolute melt.
You fucking freaks. They probably looked a lot like that as well.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. You know, take your glasses outside. Don't take your glasses outside. Give me your glasses. Give me the glasses. Don't take your glasses outside. Give me the glasses. Don't take your glasses. Give me that glass. Give me that glass. Thank you. Give me that glass. Give me that glass. I'll have that glass, please. Thank you. Give me that glass.
Yeah, put it on the table.
Give me that glass, you.
Yeah. Brilliant. The guy who gets his arm cut off by Obi-Wan. I always just remember him as the one with like bollocks for chin.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't like you either. To be honest, nobody likes Luke at the beginning of New Hope. That's
no.
I just want to go to Tashi Station and get power converters.
Spoiled child.
Exactly. He's just a whingy, whiny brat, isn't he? But that's the journey of the character. But to be honest, there's a lot of characters in fiction like that, isn't there? They start off.
Oh yeah.
Like, to be fair, and I think Mark Hamill does a great job, and you know, instills a lot of him. There is that bit in A New Hope where like Leia's comforting Luke after losing Obi-Wan and stuff, who he's known for all the 5 minutes, but he doesn't really do the same when her whole planet's been destroyed.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
it's like my whole family lifestyle culture is fucking gone, but this old dude you knew for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's
there was nothing more you could have done. But he's gone. So it's my whole planet.
Why does the screen look like a magic carpet? Right. Okay. So Lumpy has created that little machine or fixed that little machine, and he sent a signal to the Imperials to go home. So Lumpy is the hero of this story.
Well done, Lumpy.
God, fucking hell! How long has this gone on for now?
Can't be far from the end now, surely.
You would fucking hope so, wouldn't you?
Just got one inept Imperial soldier milling about.
Yeah, they've got it. They've left. Stop saying return to base.
Why is he just still there?
I think they just want to leave one trooper there. Still, I love that Aunt Carney, even though they've got 15, 17 TVs in this building, at home, Aunt Carney buys them another fucking TV.
Yeah. Oh, God. Star Wars Holiday Special will continue in a moment. Please, no.
On some copies of this, there's a comedic opening crawl
Yeah.
Kind of like, and don't worry, Leia gets to sing, and sing she shall, and stuff like that. But on this copy, it's not, but it does have Spanish dialogue. So there you go, Spanish audio. So you're not missing out in that aspect. I am quite glad it fixed itself though, because that would have been strange to watch.
Yeah.
Now.
Spanish Leia.
Oh, here we go. Some action.
What the hell? He killed himself?
Tripped over some logs. If only that would have happened to Lumpy at the start.
Yeah. Fell over the banister.
I mean, maybe that's because Lumpy was fucking walking on it. It was loose. Hey, happy Life Day.
Aren't they going to realize that the guard they left behind died?
Come back and go, where's the guard? I think they do. I think Aunt Carney comes back and explains it or something. I think.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he left.
Great.
I think it's something like that. You say left. At the bottom of this tree, there's a dead stormtrooper.
Yeah, it's just there.
There's a massive hole in your balcony.
Yeah.
How do you explain that?
Well, look into my eyes, my dead eyes.
Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes, not around the eyes. Look into my dead eyes. You will not ask any questions. These are not the Wookiees you're looking for. Be careful. Let me get off screen as soon as possible. We don't need any evidence. We can't leave any evidence of a massive hole in the balcony.
So we'll just throw the gun off as well.
Oh, look. She's so happy he's home. Marl is so happy.
Good God. What time is it? It's 11:45 and I feel like I need drink. Beer.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
I think I might have a beer after this, to be fair.
It's incredibly hard work, this, isn't it?
It really, like, I've been enjoying talking to you and doing it with you, but if I had to watch it again on my own, I don't know if I would.
The problem is, like, I've been trying to sort of think of things to say about it as we've been going along, and I'm struggling because I'm struggling to comprehend why. Just fundamentally why. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
who thought this?
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall at Skywalker Ranch, you know, while they were figuring this out. Like,
so it's
the reasons, the necessity.
It was at CBS they were doing all the work, but they had to get George Lucas to sign off on everything.
Yeah.
However, George Lucas was fully invested in pre-production on Empire. So he probably looked at it and went, yeah, that's fine, whatever. And he famously said, if he had the time and a hammer, he would track down every copy and destroy them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, this is why it's annoying me that Disney's trying to revive this, because it's clearly a failure. I think clearly a failure, and yet they're trying to push it as something that it isn't. You know, trying to push it something that's good. You know, perhaps they're going to do their own fucking remake
I think
of this. If they remake this in any kind of fashion with the recent cast, oh my God, please no. Can't see it happening, but it wouldn't surprise me if they try.
I don't think they would do. I think they'd probably do it more in line with the Lego one, where it'd be an adventure around and about Life Day, but not like a variety.
Yeah, where they can get away with creatively redundant ideas, like the Lego one from last year.
Yeah, like I think it would be more in line with that, and not that that's great either. but I think it would be more like, there'd be a Star Wars adventure just set around Life Day.
Yeah. I do fundamentally believe there needs to be, a greater influx of Star Wars content out there, but it's got to be the right content.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right content.
Yeah, so that was Saun Darn, Art Carney's character, explaining why they didn't see the Stormtrooper, why they haven't heard from the Stormtrooper.
he went to Walmart.
Yeah. Art Carney's a con man now.
He's a liar and a thief and a criminal.
A scoundrel. Okay. Feel like we're winding down to the end now, if I remember. I can't think of any more sections. Fucking hope it's over soon.
Okay, no.
Don't worry, you're gonna get more Princess Leia though.
More cocaine.
How else did you think she got through this? So again, they never explain Life Day. Not for a second.
No.
Not for a moment. Not really. Like, I guess they kind of do at the end, but it's not very.
Yeah, it's not.
I've looked it up on Wikipedia, so I'm going to try and explain it on the podcast as best I can. But yeah, it's not succinct.
Baffling, gibbering. What? Are they all wearing robes?
They're walking into the sun.
How
do they get there? How does that work?
Yeah. What is going on?
How do they walk through space unaided? Is this
very
like
weird,
do you think this is like
it?
a Wookiee ritual suicide?
Yeah.
Speaking of ritual suicide, I've got another factoid for the podcast.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's tragic and quite funny at the same time.
Fucking hell.
So they couldn't afford to give everybody a Wookiee costume. So they put them in these red robes and they bought like official Wookiee masks.
Of course they did.
So Don Post Masks?
Yeah.
Who made the Halloween 3 masks and made
just bought a load of them.
Yeah, so they just bought a load of them and stuck them on. So I think Chewbacca and Marla and Lumpy and Itchy are the only ones with full outfits, furry outfits.
If you're gonna do it half baked, isn't that right, CBS?
Oh dear. This has never been reshown. This has never been re-aired officially or recognized as official canon or recognized.
But now it kind of is.
I guess it was canon. It was canon technically for a while. But I think it was technically canon, but they didn't talk about it. I think that's what it was.
Everyone else got there with great ease.
So Carrie Fisher wanted to sing in this because she thought it would open her career up to do more kind of musical stuff.
Yeah.
You'll see why it probably didn't happen.
Oh no. Oh no.
And again, this is John Williams' music, kind of rearranged.
Yeah. Say one thing. She looks like her daughter there, Billy Lord.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she does.
You can see Billy Lord in her there. Okay, now.
I think we might have missed it, or it might happen after the song. I'm not sure, but R2 and C3PO say we see the joy and everything with all the connection and Life Day, and we wish we were alive and not lifeless abominations. They don't say lifeless abominations, but that's kind of what they imply.
Yeah. We wish we were alive. Well, you're sentient beings, so you kind of are.
Sentient. I mean, you're kind of a slave class as well, but
Yeah.
you are sentient beings. A day to celebrate the official Song of Life Day.
And nobody heard her sing ever again. You know what? I don't like this music anymore. And there's only one reason.
I have a feeling I know what you're going to bring up.
I don't know whether I should say it or not.
It's all right. I don't mind.
So, the music at the end of A New Hope, which is what's playing now.
Yeah,
and the receiving the medals.
The medal giving ceremony.
The medal ceremony for saving Yavin. The same music was played at a wedding both me and Dan went to quite a while ago, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And
Bolton. That was the galaxy far, far away.
And even for me, I was a bit like, oh, what? Really? Fucking hell.
It was a little cringe.
It was after when they were leaving, they were going out to the cars to drive away for the honeymoon or whatever, for the night do. But it was just like, okay.
To be fair, it was a little bit awkward anyway for you guys, especially. Anyway, and the reaction was a little bit awkward from the people in the position they were in. I'll say that. But it was a bit much. But apparently, this was the only it was the only bit of the wedding he could have say on, basically. So he was like, "Well, it's going to be Star Wars." But I don't know if does that make it seem like he has a trophy wife, like it's the medal giving ceremony or something.
Yeah, he's victory over an oppressive regime. Kind of like here. Why are they playing that music on Life Day? It doesn't make any sense. Victory over what? What?
Yeah, because like I think if I remember rightly, the now canon kind of Life Day stuff is after Jedi.
Yeah,
like it's a celebration that spreads throughout the galaxy, and everyone uses that holiday across the galaxy and what have you. But yeah, it's still like right in the middle of oppression, and again, this is the point from what you were saying earlier, that they're enslaved and oppressed, and but look at that fucking house. They've got 20 different TVs. They've got a house. They've got nice food. They live in a fucking tree.
It just doesn't track, does it? It doesn't track.
It doesn't feel like the Empire. Like apparently the Empire can go to every house in the system, and put curfews on every planet of the system. But yeah, apparently not. But yeah, it's not. Here's another fact as well: the credits do not have George Lucas's name on it. He refused to be credited.
Brilliant.
He was like, "That's your fucking thing. I don't care." So that's it.
Oh God, I'm glad it's over.
We got through it. We did it.
I'm glad it's over. That was hard work. That was really hard work.
Even with a watch partner, it was still not as
really hard.
Ralph McQuarrie's artwork is used as well. That was the picture of the house, the Wookie house, which was again unused stuff. But yeah, there you go. That is the Star Wars Holiday Special. I hope you've enjoyed the commentary. I know I've not been very good.
What commentary there was beyond befuddlement and disarray.
Yeah, you'll notice there was a lot of times where we just fall silent because we're just in pure, just like, what the fuckery. It's the best way to describe it. But yeah, that was it. That is if you want to watch it along with us, you can do that. And then please,
you can do that. I cannot recommend you do that, but you can do that. I don't
recommend it either. But I feel like it is something to be seen.
Yeah.
and to say that you have seen it, but it's not a good thing to have seen.
No.
And you will be scarred for life. I've watched it twice and probably never
God.
again.
No, that is it for me. That is it for me. It's on the bizarre, ever-growing list of Star Wars stuff I will never watch again, which is depressing. But yeah.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. The full.
I feel tired. I'm tired.
Exhausted. I might actually have a beer. We'll have a break. Have some food. We'll reset.
I'm gonna cook some cheese on toast. I'm gonna have a coffee.
Do that.
And
then
I'm gonna go cry for a minute.
We'll reconvene. Gather your thoughts as best you can.
Yeah.
I'll guide us through the podcast. Don't worry. I've got lots of trivia and stuff that I'm going to say. I don't want to dump it all on here. But there's a fair bit of trivia I've got about.
Oh, I've got plenty to say. I mean, I've pretty much said a lot of what I'm going to say anyway, but I'm not going to hold back.
Don't hold back.
But yeah, we'll see you on the podcast.
Yeah, see you on the other side. But thank you guys for joining us, and thank you again for your patience and waiting for all this Patreon content I've still not fucking delivered. Thank you for
Patreon paying purveyors.
What? Don't offend them, Andy.
I'm not. Purveyors. Purveyors and the Patreon palaver.
I need this money.
I need this money.
I need this money. No, I don't.
Give me money.
I appreciate the money. Please keep giving.
He needs money for life, Dave.
I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna do some more Patreon stuff today as well while I've got the time.
Cool.
Maybe a couple of reviews or maybe another commentary I'll do by myself or something. We shall see. We shall see.
Yes.
But yeah, this was the commentaries. But yes, and it will only be available on Patreon to Patreon viewers. So Andy will never have to hear this again if he doesn't want to. I can always send it to him if he wants, but probably not. Right. Okay. So
you'll never have to hear this again if you don't want to.
Blow our own brains out. We'll jump off our own balcony. Just to never see this film again. TV special, whatever the fuck.
Rumor has it that Stormtrooper's still at the base of the tree to this day.
No. Some Ewoks have taken his helmet and they're playing drums on it. Celebrating Life Day in their own way.
Jesus Christ.
Right, well, that's it. We'll let you go, guys. Thank you again. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to try and be a bit more proactive again on the Patreon. I just feel like I apologize a lot. I'm like, I want to do stuff, but there's things, there's reasons. But I'm going to try and do a little bit more and be a bit more proactive, give you a bit more stuff because you guys are putting a lot of money towards it, and I do appreciate it. And other people aren't, and they're getting the podcast for free. But you need to get some more shit. But all of you are in my inner circle. I keep you in touch with you. I give you all the info. I'll give you everything I can possibly give you. But yes, this has been not good. But at least Andy and I were together. We were in the trenches together. Again, I don't think either of us would have done it alone.
No. I couldn't.
But that's what Life Day is all about: connectivity and connection, spending time with the people you care about.
Yes, it is.
So we'll sign off here, and we'll see you in the podcast on Alternativity Stories. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Having fun, all right? Coming along nicely now. Step 3. We also have to beat. So, it's beat, stir, whip, beat, stir. That's not right. I'm sorry. Stir, whip,